Sometimes life breaks you so deeply that you start believing you were never meant to rise again. But remember this: the people who win are not the strongest. They are simply the ones who refuse to give up. Today, I'm going to tell you the story of a boy who had nothing, and yet he changed everything. This is the journey of Mark Wilson, a boy who faced pain, loss, poverty, but still found a way to rise higher than anyone ever imagined. His story is not just inspiring. It's a reminder that your future is built on the decisions you make today. Mark Wilson was a 19-year-old boy from a small city called Bridgetown. Life was never easy for him. His father passed away early, and his mother worked as a house cleaner just to keep food on the table. Their house was rented. Money was always short, and dreams seemed far away. One day, Mark was expelled from school. He couldn't pay the fees. The principal looked at him and said, "Mark, you will never achieve anything. You have no potential." Those words crushed him. That night he sat alone, thinking, maybe I really am useless. But his mother gently placed her hand on his head and whispered, "Son, your hard work will define who you are, not the world." And something inside Mark began to change. Mark started looking for any job he could find. Garages. He went to cafes, stores, but everywhere the answer was the same: no experience. Finally, he got a job as a food delivery boy. Every day he rode his bicycle for 10, sometimes 12 hours. The pay was low, the tips were small, and the exhaustion was heavy. One rainy afternoon, Mark slipped on the wet road. His bicycle broke, the food was destroyed, and the company fired him. He walked home, broken, soaked, tired. And when he reached home, he found his mother seriously sick. Life was pushing him down again. Mark fell into silence, a silence that felt darker than night. He locked himself in his room, staring at the ceiling, wondering why life hated him so much. One day, he stood in front of the mirror and whispered, "Why me? Why always me?" His mother opened the door, and in her eyes he saw fear. Not fear for herself, but fear that her son was giving up. That night, Mark played a motivational video on his old phone. A single line changed him. "Until you believe in yourself, the world never will." It was like lightning inside his heart. He wiped his tears and said, "Enough, I am changing my life." Mark always loved computers, so he decided to learn coding and start freelancing. His phone was old, his internet was slow, but his determination was stronger. Watched tutorials every night. It failed. He downloaded videos and studied till morning. During the day, he did small part-time jobs. At night, he coded. He learned, he grew. Life had turned into a mix of pain and purpose. After months of learning, one day he received his first Fiverr order, a simple $10 website fix. Mark worked for 6 straight hours. He delivered the project. The client replied, "Great work, Mark. Keep growing." 3 simple words, but they became the first light in his darkness. From that day, Mark became unstoppable. But success is never easy. 3 of his projects got canceled. One client scammed him and refused to pay. And worst of all, his laptop short-circuited and died. That night, Mark sat on the floor, holding his broken laptop, crying silently. His mother sat beside him and said softly, "I'm back to zero. A laptop is just a tool, but your courage, your hard work, your strength are inside you. No one can break that." Mark wiped his tears, stood up, and bought a used laptop on installment. He wasn't ready to quit. And then the rise began. In 6 months, he completed over 70 projects. earned excellent client reviews, paid for his mother's treatment, solved his financial problems, and built his own brand, Wilson Web Studios. People who once ignored him now came to him for guidance. He started a YouTube channel to share his journey. His videos spread like wildfire. The boy who once had nothing was now inspiring thousands. One morning, Mark opened his email and froze. A multinational company wrote, "We want you as our lead developer. Starting salary, $7,000 per month." Tears rolled down Mark's face. He held his mother's hand and said, "Mom, we made it." His mother smiled through her tears and whispered, "You changed your destiny with your hard work." Mark bought their first home, gave his mother the best treatment, and became a symbol of hope for everyone who had ever struggled. Life will never be easy. It will push you, break you, and test you again and again. But if you rise every time you fall, no force on earth can stop your victory. Failures are not the end. They are just the turning points. Believe in yourself, and the world will follow. Wherever you stand today, your success story can begin right now. Just don't give up. More inspirational stories like this, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a story that can change your life.